What's up, guys? Brian with HappyThumbsGaming here, and we are back with The Last of Us Part 2. This is Chapter 8, The Seraphites. All collectibles. Hopefully I said that right. That's kind of a weird one. I even asked the wife, like, what the hell is this Seraphites? But anyways, we got it. We got all the collectibles that we would normally find, plus a bonus explosive training manual. Now, I want to remind you guys, we have removed all non-essential gameplay and cutscenes and have sped this video up ever so slightly. And we also have those quick links down below in the video description if you're looking for a specific item. Now, in this particular video, it is rather lengthy. So we're talking like 30 minutes or so. So hang on, get a snack, and let's go ahead and jump right in. As soon as we get into the chapter here, we're going to actually find ourselves climbing through this area. Make sure you jump up on the far right side of the gate and not over the gate directly, as you will find yourself needing to restart the checkpoint because you cannot climb up on that upper right side. And we need to, because we need to yeet ourselves across that gap there and get over to this nice corner where we find the first weapon part pickup for 10 parts. There's tons of those in this level, so get ready for that. In fact, there's 11 sups and 11 wet parts pickup, so lots of stuff going on. Inside the old convenience store we go, and all the way down to the very far end and wrap around the corner, we're going to find trading card number 1. Now, this place is pretty well picked through, but in the back area here, we've got a couple of weapon parts hanging out. We got lots of craftables. Boy, I'll get that right one of these days. We'll go ahead and swoop up anything and everything we need, and then we are out of here. In fact, we're going to smash our way out this far end here and make our way wrapping around. Now, this next section here, it is important to know that you absolutely have to take out all of these baddies, and I recommend starting with sneak attack. So again, you have to take out all of these bad guys. There's 4 of them that will attack you from this little, what is it? It's not a brew company. It's some sort of like a coffee shop or something. But anyways, there's 2, I believe there's 2 clickers and 2 infecteds. Now, once all 4 of them are down, you should find that one of them drops an artifact. We did do a scout run where we kind of figured out where all this stuff was because there were so many stinking collectibles. And we did find that the first time, one of the clickers actually dropped that. So, and the clicker was actually the last guy we took out. So it seems as though the last baddie you are ratty drops the artifacty. All right. Inside the bar we go, all the way to the back corner, we actually have another stack of weapon parts. So swoop those up. Then we're going to make our way into the old kitchen, the back area here, where we're going to find a couple of supplements. That's right, it's our first sup pickup. We'll go ahead and drop in here, and it should be on the far right side over kind of by the old Bunsen burner there. All right, there's a biggie and a couple of smalls, so pick them up, and we'll go ahead and keep on with the keeping on. Actually, we got to go right back out the way we came in. We could smash another window and go out the other side, but I actually confused myself. You do not want to advance towards, you don't want to cross the creek there. Nope. Turn a U-turn there, Brian. I see the taxi, and I'm like, oh, whoops. Got to actually back over this way and get into, I guess it's the convention center? Now, this is really interesting. So, Reese and I have been to PAX up in Seattle a couple of times, and the convention center is where it happened. So, I was trying to place and see if I knew where I was. But inside the convention center, in the main lobby, on the back wall is going to be some blood writing. We're going to go ahead and mark that down as our journal entry. So, we got one of those done did. Go ahead and drop into the elevator shaft here and actually climb up and get on top of the elevator and slide on into the next floor here. We're going to pay attention to this rope. We're going to need it in a hot second, so we're going to grab it now and bring it over here. This rope is actually really cool. I heard that they spent like 2.5 months developing the actions for that, changing all the different ways that it could function and whatnot. So basically, we need to take out this glass here in order to utilize that rope to get us to swing across is what we need to do. Now, you can shoot it. You can throw rocks at it. There's actually a brick right here. We really only needed to do that first one, but we just need to loop the rope around that little, right there. So there's that little hook there. You want to make sure you're on the left side of that. Once you've got that, you can actually drop down to the ground floor. That's right. And go ahead and grab that rope. Pull yourself up a wee bit, which I'm not sure in real life I could actually do this right now. I am old, overweight, and out of shape. That is real talk. We'll go ahead and swing over, though, make ourselves over to the balcony, and inside this newly found room is going to be trading card number 2, followed by, there's a couple of things in here, an artifact that's on the floor just a couple of steps by it, and on the table behind us is a bunch of ammo as well as some more weapon parts. So go ahead and loot those up. Thank you very much. Look at that. Don't forget the shoddy ammo. Oh, that was weird. I like picked it up, but like dropped it. And I was pretty sure too that I maybe had room to reload and pick up. Why is that shotgun still there? Like I should have consumed it all. It's kind of misleading. All right, we're officially done in this room. We're gonna go ahead. See, I was a little upset about that. Like, why is this shotgun still here? Go ahead and jump down below. Oh, look at that! Jump to climb, baby. Jump to climb. All right, remember that creek I was talking about a minute ago? We'll go ahead and cross that now. As we go under this overpass, it's kind of a fun thing to say. There's actually a taxi on the right. Make sure you swoop up those 6 pieces sitting there before moving on. Now, as soon as we get past that, we're going to head over to the left-hand side, and there's a giant apartment complex. There's a little cat. Reese referred to that as a baby deer. And he kept saying, oh, where's that baby deer at? Like, I know he was just playing around, but like, that was pretty funny. I figured I'd mention that because he was chuckling, and I was chuckling. All right, up on the balcony over to the right side, smash your way into the window there, and on the kitchen table is going to be artifact number 3. As soon as we pick that up, we're actually going to go back to the right here. Now, I actually go and open the left door. Whoopsie. And then we actually make our way into the right room. That's where we want to go. We're going to head there that way next. But inside this room, on the left, we're going to find our first safe. In fact, the code or combo is going to be 081083. And it's going to go ahead and open, says me. Inside, we're going to find some ammo and, of course, some supplementage. So swoop those guys up. Now, at some point soon, I'm going to do some serious upgrading on my character here. And I'm going to probably go, whoa, why didn't I do that like an hour ago? Well, a couple days ago, I guess. Before leaving this room, make sure you swoop up the trading card. It's actually in the nightstand right on the left-hand side of the bed, despite me going out and then back in and over to the right first. There is a little note over here, a calendar. It's a little mew. Mew. It's a pretty cute cat. All right, we'll take a quick peek at that, and we are out of here. Now, as I mentioned, there's a doorway. It leads into kind of an open hallway or maybe a large living room. We'll go ahead and enter that and advance a little bit further into the next room. It's kind of a dorm room. There's going to be some parts over on the left-hand side. In fact, there are 9 parts for the 6th weapon pickup. Funny number. All right, Workbench is over here in the corner. There's some ammo as well. Beware, though. As soon as you actually activate this Workbench, you get attacked. Now, I didn't go and mess with the one room, which is down there, that they come from. But as soon as you actually pull out your gun, ready for this, you can hear the footsteps, and then we immediately get rushed before. We couldn't even do anything. I could not upgrade or do nothing. Now, most of the gameplay and attack scenes have been removed, but I went ahead and left this one in because it just basically happens so fast. You take out the 4 baddies, and then you go right into that room there. And, of course, there is a training manual, an artifact, and some supplements as well. So, I'm not that great at combat. Like, the whole avoid or the L1 pressings, I am terrible at the timing on that. Like, I want to blame it on the game. I really do. But it's totally a user error thing. So that's another reason why I've been removing a lot of this, the fight scenes, because I'm not very good at fighting. So, and nobody wants to see that. All right, in the room that they came out of on the left-hand side is a dresser drawer. Pop that open and find a 19-piece. And then, of course, grab the rest sitting on the shelf, totaling 29. And, of course, don't forget to grab that med kit. We're going to need it the way I fight. On the bed is training manual for explosives. This should be, what, our 4th one, I suppose? My math is not very good. My memory's even worse. So we got a whole bunch of those, though. They are coming right along, and eventually we will get that. All of them. We'll get all those things. The new crafting ability, all that stuff will be all ours. All right, before leaving the room, make sure you grab the artifact right under the TV, which is easily missed. And then we're actually going to double back and go out the way we came in. Well, sort of. There's another window we can save ourselves a little bit of time by smashing and actually climbing right up onto the balcony that we started with. Now, this next part is rather tricky, and there is a little bit of time between now and the next collectible. So if you are in a hurry, feel free to use those quick links down below. But if not, you might need this. There's a little bit of info that's good for you here. So you hop over the fence there, and you go into this door on the right. Inside, there is a dumpster and a nice little swooping pathway here. We're going to push this bad boy up. We're going to release it, turn around, and run towards the door. But on the left-hand side, there's actually a rope, a chain link rope that we can go ahead and pull up. And look at that. That actually took me a couple of tries on my first time, but I figured it out. And it's nice. If you didn't figure it out on your own, there is a nice little warning sign on. I don't know if you caught that back there, but it's like, don't be pushing these up and letting them roll. It's like, like don't skateboard in the parking lot. It's one of those things. All right. we are up and out of here thanks to that dumpster that we strategically put down. We're going to go ahead and climb all the way up. And once we get to the very top here, we actually have an automatic journal entry. There is no way that you can miss this. So essentially, you climb up here, and booyah ka-chow. She takes a look at the hospital. We realize we're still in the conference center here. And I'm still trying to figure out, like, what the hell? Like, PAX is somewhere in here, but I've never been in this little area, I can tell you that. And I've spent lots of years, lots of days in PAX. But anyways, all right, this is tricky here. You got to yeet yourself down below onto this scaffolding. Otherwise, you will fall and plummet to your doom. I tried it a couple of times, and it did not work out in my favor. As soon as you hit the ground, though, you're going to want to turn around into this corner and turf a bottle or shoot the glass out, whichever is easiest for you, and climb your way into this secret office where you're going to find a Molotov, some craftables, and also on the left-hand side, weapon parts. In fact, there's some in the drawer, so don't forget to swoop that drawer open. There's a onesie. Thank you very much. And a 6-piece. Oh, yeah. All right, and of course, a couple of pieces of ammo. But before leaving, pop open that drawer and grab trading card number 4. Now, there's a little bit of a gap between now and the next weapon part pickup. There is some kind of crucial or maybe helpful information that you might want to hang out for. But if you're in a hurry for those collectibles, those quick links are certainly available for you. Now, this next section, we actually run into a few sets of baddies. I went the wrong way. I got to go out and back around to the left. In fact, if you go into this room on the left, right there, into the bathroom, and pop back out, you'll actually see this animation where this really creepy zombie goes rolling by. And they're kind of weird in this level. Like, watch, here in a minute. Well, all right, you'll see here in a minute. One, like, pokes his head out from behind the wall, and it's like, yoo-hoo. But, all right, there are 3 bad guys right off the bat in this new area. I took them all out, but really the most important thing to note is that you got to go down this hallway to the right. You can see there's a doorway at the very end here. We're actually going to go in it, and as soon as we get in here, I'm going to pull out some Molotovage, because here in a second, we're going to sneak through this little corridor. Some bad guys are going to get me. Actually, I think we can sneak right out here now. Yeah, so it turns out that we got all the bad guys here. I don't know why I was thinking that we were going to get jumped, but that we didn't. So up the stairs we go, and we'll go ahead and jump across from one balcony to the other. Of course, it does prompt us to go ahead and hit that L3 and look over there. Now, as soon as we jump across, we're actually going to go all the way back around and hop in this window, which we drop down into this new found area. Swoop up the ammo, and remember I was talking about that weirdo that's like, peekaboo? Well, watch this. I'm telling you, it's super weird. Like, you know the developers did this on purpose. Watch this. Ready? My light's going to pop up, and you're going to see him right before the edit happens, and I take all of them out. Look at it. Peekaboo! Like, I don't know what the hell that was all about, but he was definitely playing games. All right, once all the bad guys are removed, go ahead and hop over that little desk there, and into the right-hand side of the area, there's a door that you need to force open. As you're forcing it open, a bunch of these things come down from the ceiling, and luckily we get that door closed, but not closed enough, and we get attacked by another guy, and eventually we get pummeled out the window and into the water. Now, there is quite a scene in the water that I've removed the majority of it, but once we gain control of Ellie again, we're actually going to drop underwater and go under that little grate, that metal grating, and it gives us this new little area with a room. Now, watch out! There's a bad guy in the corner there. Sneak attack! We'll go ahead and drop him, and on the shelf here is going to be weapon parts 8 for 15 pieces. All right, drop back down and swim under that metal grate again, just the way you came in, because we are out of here. In fact, there is a little bit of time before the next pickup again. Now this, remember I was telling you there's some crucial or maybe some important information that might be helpful. Reese and I hate to admit it, we kind of got stuck in this area. The way out was not as obvious as you may think. I mean, some of you may have found it right away. And once I found it, I was like, oh, it's right there, duh. But there's 2 ladders on the other side that we're actually making our way to. One of them we need to use right here to get down. So it's kind of almost like a misdirection ladder, a kind of a fool you type of situation. But as it turns out, we're going to use it to get down, and then we're going to use the other one to get out of here. Well, I sort of used it to get down. Anyways, we'll go ahead and use the other one. Now we are almost up. We're actually going to head up and out into the next thing is going to be a fight scene, and then we're actually going to run into a journal entry. So this whole section here, there are tons of bad guys. Now, this level in total took me roughly anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour to actually complete it. Like, just actually physically making my way through it. So luckily, we were able to speed it up and remove a few of the fight scenes to get it under 30 minutes. That's pretty awesome, if you're asking me. Now we do check out this map, and then immediately we advance over to the right-hand side. Now you're going to see a little bit of an edit right here. There is a huge jump scare, like brown pants for sure. Well, basically, once you climb up on this next spot right here, you actually get hit by an arrow, and it comes in. It's like a Yondu arrow. It's like, and it comes in and just nails you. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of almost like a cross between Guardians of the Galaxy and the Whisperers from The Walking Dead, if you're familiar with that. All right, as we advance over to the left-hand side after all the baddies have been irradiated, there is a bus stop. Now, keep in mind there are 2 bus stops in this area, so make sure you get to the one right in front of the Garden Suites apartment complex. That's going to be the one you need to go ahead and hit the prompt for the journal entry. Now, go ahead and enter those Garden Suites. I don't know anything. It doesn't look very sweet to me, if I'm being honest. We're going to immediately go right up the stairs, and once we get up there, hang a hard right, loop all the way around, hard right again, and in that back corner under this table is going to be trading card number 5. Now, there is a room just around the corner from us again, so another right, and then a hard left into room 201. You can see the placard on the right there. Inside this room is going to be weapon parts number 9, totaling 13 pieces. However, I totally got lost in where they were. I told you, this level had 43 pickups, I think it was. That's a few. Old man Brian Brain can't keep up with that many, so I did my best. All right, so over on this shelf over here in the corner is going to be the weapon parts. There's the 8, and then inside the drawer is going to be a 5, totaling, that's right, 13. I can math. All right, open the door. Out on the balcony we go, and up 1 floor. And once we get up here, we're going to actually wrap around again. There we go. Smash the window and climb inside the newfound apartment. Newly found, I guess. Over in the corner behind us, there we go, is going to be a dead body. Next to that is artifact number 5. So I do believe there's some supplements over there on the left. Yep. 35. What? So 15 on the ground and 20 on the desk. I am seriously sitting on some supplementage. Do you see that? 616 in the bank, and I think that was before I picked up that 20 piece too. So I'm definitely, like I said, I'm good. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade Ellie at some point soon. I'll most certainly do it on recording, whether it'll be in one of these videos or specific to like maybe upgrading Ellie for a trophy or something. All right, drop down off the balcony, and we're going to slide through this super sketch area right here. We're in a tight spot. Well, once we get out here, we're going to slide down, and there is quite a long time between now and the next collectible. You might have noticed that Thumbie did pop up and recommend that you use those quick links. Now, if you look in here, there's tons of bad guys, and I'm trying to sneak through all this. Like, I'm kind of showing you where they all are, but at the same time, we're going to edit this out. I actually popped it. I get a little bit of action here, guys. I had a couple of good shots, and I wanted to show off. Really, I think I take an arrow right about now. All right, all the bad guys have been irradiated. We're going to go ahead and make our way back over to this middle area here. Now, I think there are some guys that come over that spot on the right, so be careful. We actually went the wrong way. We should have gone to the left-hand side. Really, we want to jump up on that van and get up to the second floor of the parking garage, which we'll go ahead and yeet. That's right. I got to admit, if this were me, if the zombie apocalypse started today, and I was like, you know, in Ellie's shoes, so to speak, I am not in the kind of shape that one needs to be in to survive in this. Like, I know in Zombieland, like, what is it, rule 1, cardio? Like, yeah, I need to adapt that rule sooner than later. All right, up a floor, we actually find some more bad guys. Again, some of these guys have been left in just because they are in our pathway. You're going to likely encounter them. So it's like there's goods and bads for removing those fight scenes. Like, it definitely speeds things up, but it also kind of prevents you guys from knowing where those bad guys might spawn from. Now, some games have procedurally generated spawn points, so you might not even see the same spawns, but anyways, it's sometimes worth leaving them in here. So you can see we're just going to keep on with the keeping on along this pathway here. I'm just kind of sneak attacking anybody in my way, making sure that, or trying to prevent anybody from seeing us. But basically, we got to go down and then jump across another gap and then make our way into a building. Once we get into that building, we actually find a red door, which we haven't seen a red door for a minute. But those red doors usually indicate either safety or some serious badness. Now, there's a bunch of bad guys up to our high right. I just yeet myself across and go into this building because I just figured, you know what, I'm not trying to battle everybody. As I've already admitted, I'm not the best fighter. And you're going to see that right now. Now, I do recommend pulling out your snub nose or something small right now, something that doesn't require a large or long animation to actually look down sights. Like your sniper rifle and your shotgun actually take longer to pull up and get in the ready position than your pistols do. So why do I recommend that? Because this up close and personal combat right now is definitely not what you want a long animation for. So as it turns out, in my preliminary run, I nailed him twice in the head and killed him. And it was like, you know, it's a mini boss battle or whatever. It was super easy, but this time, not as easy. So I probably should have edited that first battle in there and make myself look G-U-D. All right, grab a bunch of ammo. There's some craftables back here too. Whoa, some weird... I reloaded. That was an awkward reload. There is a door to get out of here. We'll go ahead and use that. Of course, we do have somebody sneaking in behind us. Hopefully, we'll make it out of here before they see us. Woo! That was close. All right, now into the next room. We're going to actually hang a hard left here, climb up and out of here. And we got to jump across the little gap here. Basically, the next place is we're going to get outside again. And then there's going to be a, I think it's, is it a drug store? It's like Walden's Drugs or Walder's, something like that. We'll get there in a hot second. All right, we do have to hop out across the roof balcony here and down a back ladder. No bad guys up here, not that I found anyways. We're getting closer to that hospital. In fact, we're going to get there. Spoiler alert. But, so yeah, it seems like all the times we've looked at the hospital, I don't know if we're getting closer. Like, each time it's like, she's like, oh, I'm getting closer. Is it really, though? I don't feel like it's getting closer. All right, I had a little awkward moment on the ladder here. Hopefully you guys do better than I did. I'm like, come on, just drop off the damn ladder. Okay. Then it finally even tells me, like, hey, guy, go ahead and press the circle button. All right, as soon as you pull yourself up out of the water, pay attention to the left-hand side of the wall, as there is basically like a crack in the wall, which allows us to get up top here. And there we go. It's Weston's Pharmacy. All right, I was close. As soon as you walk in, there's some trading cards sitting on the shelf. Swoop up that trading card, and then run around the back side of the counter here, where we're going to find artifact number 6 chilling on the lower shelf. And then we're going to go ahead and advance past that hole in the wall, and over here by this barricaded, or the pharmacy wall, I guess it's the teller spot there, we're going to find 2 sups. Sneak down and into this back room through the crack in the wall and address the safe on the left-hand side by using the combo 38, 55, 23. Once you open that bad boy up, there should be a plethora of ammo and potentially some supplementage. Spoiler alert, there's 18 in here. All right, so we'll go ahead and swoop all of them up. Now, how are you guys doing on collectibles? I'm just curious. Are you guys finding a lot of them as you go, or no? Now, there's a workbench in here. On the way to the workbench, we're going to find a 7-piece of supplements, which happens to be pickup number 7 for the supplements. And then we'll go ahead and address the workbench. Again, I've got lots of weapon parts. I could do some upgrading. I'm not going to do that right now. Basically, I'm kind of OP with this on easy. Like, I don't need a lot of help from them, from the guns anyways. So we'll go ahead and just save those for now. Like I said, later we'll either do that kind of as a victory run at the end, or maybe we'll do a special video for it. All right, out the little crack in the wall, out to the left side of the building and into the stairwell on the left. It's kind of a little wraparound spiral staircase down and out. We'll yeet ourselves into the water and get our swim on. That's right. Nothing like a good breaststroke with bad guys chasing us. We'll drop down under. Make our way. There's a couple of little spots like this that we got to sneak through. And then eventually we pop up inside a room here. And this gets pretty greasy. We actually find a prompt to slide through one last little crack. And then we're inside kind of a secret area. I believe we're actually in the hospital basement now. And we find a gal playing a PS Vita. Yes, it is a Vita. How do I know? You'll see it in a hot second. But we go up and we actually murder this girl. Like, we actually give her a chance. She makes the wrong move. She gets shivved in the neck. And there's the Vita on the ground there. Reese and I spent some time actually zooming in with the sniper rifle to see what game it was. We couldn't figure it out. Before making your way up the stairs that went out of there, grab those 4 pieces, the weapon parts number 10. And we're going to go ahead and sneak our way through this door where we immediately see some bad guys talking. Now, I tried to do the sneak attack here. There's about 6 guys, maybe 7 guys right here in this open area of the hospital. And there's a supplement on the far right in this tent and a weapon part on the left. I thought, I can sneak by all these guys and get those. Nope. Failed. So we'll go ahead and we see this guy. Unfortunately, he gets enough time to alert his buddies and they attack me. So I grab the supplements real quick and I take some safety over here in this tall grass, which I went ahead and did an edit and took out all the bad guys. So, like I said, there's 6 or 7 bad guys in here, including one on this tower that we're making our way over to. It's a little bit of a guard tower over here. We can climb up maybe on that boat right there. We actually know for sure we can get up on this truck. So So we went that route. And then inside on the left floor, right there, we're stepping on it. Get some rifle ammo as well as the 4-piece for weapon parts number 11. All right, now we're going to make our way inside the hospital. Now, there are plenty more bad guys in here. I did not clear them out. So one guy comes out, and this is a bad move for you, buddy. Unfortunate timing there, sir. All right, we'll go ahead and take him down, and we're going to move in. Now, try to follow my path, as it does get a little redundant in here with how the rooms look. So we're going to go in and take a left, and then immediately take a hard right, and another right into what appears to be some sort of like a, I wouldn't call it a lab room, but it's definitely like some sort of like workplace setting. I guess that's dumb. We're in a hospital. Of course, it's a workplace setting. Anyways, the next room over, though, as you can see here, there is like a little magnifying glass there. Right there is some supplements, but I actually opted to take the bad guy out first so I didn't get spotted and have everybody else know where I is. Take them down, grab that 7-piece, 2 of them there, 6 and a 1, and we'll turn around and actually run out the doorway over here, and I should have taken a hard right. For some reason, my old man Brian Brain told me to go left, and then I'm going, oh, I need to go that way. So go all the way down to the end of the hallway on the right, and there should be a doorway with a prompt there. Once we hit it, we actually can squeeze through into safety. Good news, we only have 3 more pickups. We're actually nearing the end of the video, so that's pretty sweet. I find it kind of awesome, but also funny that there's multiple doors that have all this junk in front that she can push it out of the way to get in here, but she's going to push it back to block somebody else out. That almost doesn't seem right. All right, up the stairs we go, into the door. As soon as we get in there, we're actually going to go straight across the hallway into this room, and on the table right in front of us is going to be artifact number 7, which is the final artifact. And then over in the right corner on this weird little kind of mobile shelf is going to be 3 onesies. That's right. You see, I kind of yeeted that. I dropped it. I'm not sure what happened there, but a little juggling for you. But I got it. It's mine. It's in the tank. So we'll wrap around to the hard left, and inside this room, there's actually a little bit of an air duct you can see. So we'll climb up, start sliding through that. We actually get a little bit of information. We actually also see that Nora is down below us. We'll find that out here in a hot second. Once we drop down from this ducting, we're actually going to turn around, and right behind us is going to be the final pickup for supplements, which is supplement number 11. And then we'll go ahead and we'll wrap it up. We'll call it good. But there she is. There's Nora. All right, so we are close. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. Now, I do want to also, I'll mention this at the very end of the video again, but I do want to point out, for those of you who did stick around and not jump to the last collectible, the next level does not have collectibles. No collectibles for level 19. So we'll be skipping over that and moving to the next one. But, yeah. So drop down and go ahead and turn right around, and up on the left-hand side is going to be the final supplement pickup. Now, I just said this, but just in case you use the quick link, the next level does not have collectibles. But, hey, go ahead and check us out on social media. If you have not already, please check out HappyThumbsGaming.com as well. I do hope you enjoyed The Last of Us Part 2, the Seraphites? Well, however you say it. Anyways, that's going to do it for me. As always, until next time...